thought this was kind of interesting is there was a rumor kind of and a report floating around that the next generation Xbox is said to launch 2026, and it's currently being called Xbox Prime. So I wanted to go ahead and throw this in here now because I just kind of want to pose the question: can you guys see that happening? Because honestly, I totally can. I know it may feel like maybe a year too soon in a normal console life, but I kind of view it almost similar to what Nintendo did with the Wii U, where they moved on from the Wii U as soon as possible. Do you
Yeah.
guys see this happening?
Microsoft just wants to run away from this generation.
That's my mindset. So that's why I could totally see the new console being launched next year.
They,
Oh, most
they've
definitely.
they're missing out on too many games from not being able to from them not being able to run on the Series S. It's like they need a new console to come out
Hmm.
and just have one version of it. And I think it took them way too long to realize this was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
they put so much time into the Game Pass that
yeah,
their actual console was pretty much put on backlog and just being like, the console will be fine as long as we have Game Pass.
yeah. And like let's make this very clear. We have, as on this show, has hammered this for a while. We appreciate the hell out of Xbox trying to be consumer friendly with the Series X. All right. We appreciate the hell out of you for that. You're watching out for the consumers at that price. But you also destroyed your generation with it. Like, I'm just keeping it real. It's a cool piece of tech. Shout out to what everything you put in it for the price point you did, but it should not exist because all it's done is ruin your generation. So, like, I know it does feel a little too soon. I mean, this generation started with the Series X and the PS5 in 2020. So that'd only be really a 5.5 year life by the time it launches. So that's pretty low. That's in the Wii U era of low. Um,
Hmm.
you know, this may come out and we may not get the PS6 for another year, maybe even 2 years. I mean, you could see at least a year, if not a 2 year gap, which a year gap's not unheard of. Because I think if we fact check, I think the Xbox 360 came out a year before the PS3 did. So it's not out of the
Hmm.
realm of possibilities. It was 05, 06. So it does feel a little too soon to an extent, especially with how long it's taken us to kind of get to a point where it actually feels like we're in the next generation because there was such a bridge cross-gen gap that we were stuck in because of availability issues and everything with COVID or whatever. But at the same time, like what you guys said, Xbox wants to get as far away from this generation as possible.
Although it's not going to solve all of their problems for a couple years, really, because
Yeah,
they're still going to have the players that don't move on from it. So there's going to be if this does come out in say 2026, we're going to have like probably 2 years of games coming out on Xbox that have to be rated for Xbox Series S, X, and Prime.
true.
So we're gonna have three separate Xbox consoles that
Yep.
they're having to like
Optimized
release
for.
games on.
Yep. Maybe even 4 if they do the handheld variant that has been rumored and leaked and talked about or whatever. So maybe 4.
I mean, if it is, I mean, not every generation needs to run for like 8 years
True.
or anything like that. It's like, yeah, if sometimes just call it a loss. I'm surprised they kept the Xbox One as long as they did.
Also true. Yeah. No, I mean, I in terms of calling it a loss, I feel like they're just taking a page out of Nintendo's book with that. Because it's like, look, Nintendo went ahead and pulled the plug on the Wii U very, very quickly. That was a
Hmm.
short as hell lifespan. Looking back on it, that was like what, maybe a 3 year lifespan. I think of it being their console. Is that about right? Because Switch came
Mm,
out 2017. I think the Wii U did it come out in like 2013 or 2014, around there. So it was a short. That's a short one. Lord have mercy. John, are you fact checking?
The Wii U came out in 2012.
2012. Wow, that's longer than I thought. Either way, that's still a short lifespan. 2012 to the beginning of 2017 is when the Switch came out. That's a short lifespan.
yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo called that one quick. So I kind of feel like the Xbox is looking to just do the same thing. Just move on from the series, which sucks because I think the series is a great piece of tech. I've enjoyed playing my Series X, but yeah, I think it's time to move on to get to the next step of the road here, whatever it's going to be, the Xbox Prime, I guess. If you want to stick doing a digital thing, that's cool. Just do what you did with the Series X here recently, where you got the all digital version and the physical version. Call it a day. Keep moving on. Don't do the $200 less digital version that's heavily underpowered and destroys your generation. So.